In 2022, the top 3 Onkyo receivers on the market will be the Onkyo TX-8220, the Onkyo TX-NR7100, and the Onkyo TX-NR797. These receivers are all packed with features and offer high-quality sound. So if you're looking for a receiver that will give you great sound and performance, look no further than these 3 models. We have included links in the description box. Let's get started. At number 1 is Onkyo TX-8220 home audio channel stereo receiver. One of the most well-known and significant manufacturers of receivers is Onkyo. They occasionally have items at comparable prices, but their products tend to lean more toward the high-end and pricey side. One such product is the TX-8220, which was unveiled around 2017. It is currently the most affordable entry-level receiver in their array and is fiercely competitive as a result of several subsequent discounts. Power button on the left, 6.35mm headphone jack below, excellent volume knob on the right, input cycler below, and of note, left, right, and treble bass EQ buttons, which are a wonderful customization option that isn't always offered on inexpensive audio gear. The TX-8220 has a remote control and is Bluetooth compatible, so using the device should be rather simple. For a beginner receiver, the rear input panel is simple and comprehensive. 4 pairs of 5-way binding posts that can support up to 4 8-ohm impedance speakers or 1 pair of speakers of any impedance can be found on entry-level equipment, which is always good to see above basic spring clips. It has a dynamic power rating of 140 watts, which is significantly higher than what you get with the majority of entry-level receivers and is sufficient for almost any pair of speakers you might connect it to. More than 2 6-ohm speakers should not be connected to the TX-8220. However, it may be possible if you pay attention to the speaker's power handling specifications. The rated power output is exactly the same as the well-known entry-level Pioneer SX10AE at 45 WPC with a THD cap of 8%. Despite what some individuals have said, the TX-8220 has audible distortion that is substantially worse than that of other models with comparable price tags. It's difficult to determine if even an audiophile, much less a layperson, would be able to discern distortion at all. A dedicated subwoofer pre-out input is noteworthy since it enables the optional installation of a powered subwoofer, which isn't often achievable with entry-level receivers. The TX-8220 includes numerous device inputs, including an optical connector for television, while being promoted as stereo receiver. There are no HDMI inputs. Sadly, the digital display may also give the impression that there is a built-in CD or DVD player, but there isn't one. If you wish to utilize physical media, you'll need to connect a separate player to the device. The TX-8220's original MSRP of around $350 is an awkward price point because you have to choose between paying for power and features you might not need, such as an optical TV input and multiple RCA inputs, or spending a little more money to get a full-featured 5.1 or 5.2 AV receiver with HDMI inputs, which can pass various higher-resolution audio formats used in more contemporary movies. If the Sony SDR-DH590 seems more like what you're looking for, we suggest starting there. However, as of the time of this post, we have noticed several sellers offer the TX-8220 for less than $250. This is especially wonderful because it appears that the Pioneer SX10AE, our longtime favorite budget receiver, is not now widely accessible. Additionally, Sony's well-liked SDR-DH190 does not. Despite being less priced and lacking 5-way binding post and a subwoofer input, the Onkyo TX-8220 appears to be the clear winner at the time of this update if you're looking for a device that is as inexpensive as possible while still being able to support 4.1 sound and in a TV, and you don't mind a slightly antiquated model with optical TV input. However, if you solely care about audio inputs, we advise waiting for a better deal on a specialized 2.1 stereo receiver and investing the money in better speakers instead. At number 2 is TX-NR7100 9.2 channel THX certified AV receiver. With 9 built-in amp channels, this inexpensive Onkyo AVR delivers strong Dolby Atmos and DTS-X sound, as well as the important advantages of Durac Live Room EQ. Here at SNV's currently sub-Arctic regional offices in New England, The arrival of yet new AV receivers doesn't typically cause much excitement, but the TX-NR7100 from Onkyo is not just another receiver. The TX-NR7100, for starters, has a real 9-channel power architecture that enables a full 5.14 Dolby Atmos system without the need for additional amplification when placed within shouting distance of the enchanted 10 Benjamins line. Furthermore, it is one of the first reasonably priced AVR to come included with free speaker or room correction software from the eponymous Swedish tech company. Direct Live. The TX-NR7100 has more functions overall than Jimmy and Rosalind have peanuts, while being a normal AV receiver. Start with the HDMI connectors, which are the most perplexing. All 6 of the major HDMI ports on the receiver are listed by Onkyo as being version 2.1, although only the first 3 inputs offer 40 Gbps bandwidth, with the remaining inputs having a 24 Gbps maximum. Other HDMI features on the TX-NR7100 include VRR, ALM, QFT, DSC, QMS, and eARC. The following high dynamic range formats are supported: HDR10+, Dolby Vision, HDR10, and HLG. A second, remote zone output can be served by one of the TX-NR7100's outputs, although at the moment, video support is limited to 4K at 60 Hz. Onboard features include built-in AirPlay and Chromecast, as well as two-way Bluetooth with Bluetooth aptX HD on the transmit side. There are several Zone 2/3 configurations with 9-amp channels, including one innovative option that routes the main Zone stereo output to a pair of Zone B line-out jacks, which are often used to power a transmitter for wireless headphones or speakers. There are obviously many more, but you'll have to geek out on the Onkyo website for the majority of the others. I apologize to everyone, but it seems that I have fallen into the weeds. The TX-NR7100 from Onkyo offers the most recent video connectivity standards, more than reliable audio quality, and cutting-edge auto room or speaker adjustment and customization functions. And it charges a very reasonable fee for all of this. At number 3 is Onkyo TX-NR797 Smart AV 9.2 channel receiver. It may be time to check out the selection of top-notch receivers from Onkyo if you are sick of spending too much money on audiovisual receivers that promise the highest sound quality but fall short of expectations. You will have the information you need to make an informed buying decision after reading our Onkyo TX-NR797 review. We'll go over all you should know about this reasonably priced AVR alternative. The NR797 is a 9.2 channel design that can be set up as a 5.3 layout to make use of powered subwoofers and rear speakers that are positioned in the ceiling. You won't be dissatisfied with the volume you can receive because each of the 9 channels has a power output of up to 100 watts, which can shake the walls. Even 3-ohm speakers can be used to generate up to 250 watts per channel. That much power is competitive with far more expensive options. The fact that this receiver offers some of the high-end protocols you often only see on receivers costing twice as much is one of the first things you'll notice about it. For instance, you'll see that this receiver has Dolby height actuation technology, which may dynamically boost the sound from your speakers to deliver real 3D sound quality. Even with floor-standing speakers, you'll be able to hear sounds moving overhead. The receiver is THX certified and AMAX compatible, so regardless of the source, the sound is of the highest caliber. DTS Master HD makes sure that your audio is as pristine as it can be. You'll pick up on subtleties in your favorite tunes that you've never heard before. Utilizing technology, Dolby Atmos makes sure you get the most out of your music. You will receive the finest quality video and realistic, natural sound thanks to native fork pass-through. The NR797 can display HDR and UHD video material from AMAX and Dolby Vision and supports a wide range of video formats. True-to-life color is delivered by the receiver without lag or flicker. For gamers, the Onkyo TX-NR797 is a fantastic receiver. Depending on the game you are playing, the receiver offers a variety of modes for improving surround sound. This makes it possible for noises to spread naturally across the space, enhancing the realism and fun of your play. Even when playing games with a lot of information, you won't suffer latency or stutter thanks to the fork at 60 Hz performance. Your gaming experience will be improved by using this receiver. Do you enjoy streaming movies and music? The NR797 is equipped with built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections. allowing you to stream content from your preferred device right out of the box. It features native support for many well-known streaming services, including Pandora, Spotify, and many others. You can connect to your smart home and use Google Assistant thanks to Chromecast's built-in functionality. It even integrates with Sonos to offer wireless multi-room audio. You will have several alternatives for connecting extra equipment, such as a turntable or a video gaming system, thanks to the 6 HDMI outputs. You won't need to switch inputs to get the finest connections because all 6 HDMI ports support fork pass-through. With EQ tuning, you have the most freedom to customize the sound of your speakers and listening environment. You are in for a treat if you've utilized programs from some of the high-end makers and been dissatisfied. The Onkyo receiver is straightforward to tune, and using and understanding the UI is simple. If you want to create a home theater system, this is a terrific option. It provides you with the functionality and choices you'll need to get started and gives you the opportunity to upgrade to a complete 9.2-channel surround sound theater with high actualization, which is uncommon even in more expensive devices. We believe that this is a fantastic solution for those who are put off by the price of expensive receivers from well-known brands but still desire high-fidelity audio and superior tuning abilities. Because the price is lower, you may spend more money on better speakers, which can hasten and improve the completion of your home theater. Includes a relocation bracket for the proportioning valve. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like it if you did. If you're new here, click the subscribe button. Wishing you all the best until the next video.